Yo, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and today I'm going to do a quick project walkthrough of the title track off the new Drifting EP. This is probably the most basic project on the EP, so this will be a fast one. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first thing we've got is this Leviathan Dust and Dirt, which, if you can hear it, is just a little bit of ambience, and it also gets faded in, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it gets faded in so it doesn't start right off, but that's going through the entire thing, and it just adds a little bit of like a vinyl crackle almost. Then next we've got these two reverses right here. And if we take off the reverb on both of these, what this is this instrument up here. I bounced out the first chord and then put a ton of reverb on it, bounced that out, and then reversed that and then put even more reverb on it. So like half of this track is just purely reverb, honestly. But it's this instrument right here, basically just bounced and reversed. And then this instrument right here is kind of like the lead instrument in the entire thing. And it's just a sine wave right here with an envelope with a kind of a pluck, a little bit. No effects in Serum or anything, so it's super basic right here. Then it gets compressed a little bit, just so it's all the same level, because when you start stacking notes, like with a sine wave, 4 notes right here is louder than 3 notes, so I compressed it pretty hard to make sure it's all the same level the entire time. And then I EQ'd this, and I did this particular EQ because there was kind of like a click attack. And if I unmute this, I'm sure you can hear it. That click, didn't want that. I wanted it to be a little bit smoother than that. And then next I've got this simple delay, which is just doing a little bit of delay to fill out the space. Then Valhalla Room for a little bit of reverb. And then most of the reverb is coming from Valhalla Shimmer, just adding some shimmer on top of it all. Alright. Then we've got this weird reverse thing. And I honestly don't remember. Oh, this is the same reverse as up here, except up 2 octaves. So we got this reverse 2 octaves up. It's panning around automatically. It's got some grain delay just to add some weirdness to it. It's mainly just like a textural thing. Valhalla Shimmer, just to give it some like room and craziness. Not doing anything specific and special there. I've got a limiter in case the delay and shimmer get a little out of hand. An EQ to get rid of all the low end, just so it doesn't interact with or interfere with anything in the low end. And then this filter, which is just filtering in. Then next thing we've got is sine wave octave, which is the same thing as up here but an octave up. Then we've also got this sub, And it's essentially the same thing, but with a compressor and a little different envelope. And then we've got the ARP right here. An arpeggiator, obviously. You got Serum, 2 saw waves, one's an octave up. This pluck envelope right here. A filter on it with a little bit of resonance, both A and B getting pushed into there, and a little bit of distortion. An EQ to take out some low ends and boost some high end. Valhalla Room, give it some space. Utility that I don't think I ever ended up using. An auto filter right here, and another one right here. This auto filter doesn't get moved, and it's got a little bit of a boost right there. This auto filter does get automated. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that's what's in the final track. Then next we've got the bells group. This one's super simple. So we've got this Glock, and it's just East-West Goliath Glock with nothing special added. Simple delay, Valhalla Room, Valhalla Shimmer, 100% wet there, and this shimmer, just to add some ambient space. Like I said, half of this track is just like reverb and delay, and that's about it. And then I bounced that part out and dropped it an octave and got this, and I've just got a little bit more reverb on that. And I've got the marimba, which is again from East-West Goliath, and then I've got some Valhalla Room on it, 100% wet, and then this EQ just to fit it into the sound. And you might notice I've got the Glocks panned more left, and I've got the marimba panned right, and that's just to fill out the stereo image a little bit. I've also got this rain stick sound. Which sounds a little something like that. It sounds a lot like white noise. And if I take everything off of it, that's the sound. And if you add in compression, delay, reverb, shimmer, and a limiter is pretty necessary when you're adding in all that stuff, then you can EQ it. Make it sound like that. I think that's from the Micro Medicine splice pack. And then we can go over here, and right here is kind of when everything dies down. Right here, all of the wet effects get automated off. And then sine wave thing wet comes in. And it's basically just a really washed out version of the top thing. Then it gets faded in with a utility, and it's got a little bit of drive to add some grit to it. And then the master is just a Slate Digital FGX, Stevens Mastering Smooth. These settings, I'm pretty sure this is stock with the preset, except maybe a little more gain. Then yeah, that's literally it. And then I've got a limiter on it, just because I don't know what I'm doing. And I put a limiter on it, but it sounds good, so I don't really care. So yeah, you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Hope you learned something. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.